Okay, we are onto the technique of construction regarding the Antakarana. It is my intention to be very practical. The building of the Antakarana, which is consciously undertaken upon the path of discipleship, is a process which is followed under certain ancient and proven rules. When these rules are correctly followed, the sequence of events and the appearance of the desired results are inevitable and unavoidable. There is much that I could say which would be of small use to the average aspirant, as it would be concerned with subjective realities which, though existent and occult facts in a natural process, are as yet unrealizable. My problem is to present the process in such a manner that, towards the end of this century, educators will be thinking, speaking, and teaching in terms of bridging, and thus approaching basic statements which have a definite bearing upon this point which we are considering. I would like here very succinctly to recall a few of them to your attention. 1. Knowledge force expresses itself through the consciousness thread and the creative thread. 2. These two threads are, for the disciple, a fusion of past knowledge, the consciousness thread, and the present, the creative thread. 3. The life thread, or Sutratma proper, is closely blended with these two. You then have Atma Buddhi Manas, the latter being the agent of creation, functioning to a certain degree consciously in the aspirant. 4. The fusion of personality and soul is in process, but when it has reached a certain point, it becomes apparent that a creativity or a creative activity of the will is needed to bridge between the spiritual triad and the personality via the soul. 5. The bridge which must be constructed is called, technically, the Antakarana. 6. This bridge has to be built by the aspirant who is focused upon the mental plane, because it is mental substance in 3 grades which must be used, and the 3 aspects of the mind, the monastic permanent atom, the son of mind or ego, and the mental unit are all involved in the process. Students would do well to learn that this process of building the Antakarana is one of the means whereby man, the Trinity, becomes a duality. When the task is completed and the Antakarana is definitely built, thus producing perfect alignment between the monad and its expression on the physical plane, the body of the soul, the causal body, is completely and finally destroyed by the fire of the monad, pouring down the Antakarana. There is then complete reciprocity between the monad and the fully conscious soul on the physical plane. The divine intermediary is no longer required. The Son of God, who is the Son of Mind, dies. The veil of the temple is rent in twain from top to bottom. The 4th initiation is passed, and there then comes the revelation of the Father. This is the final and far-reaching result of the building of the bridge, which is, in reality, the establishing of a line of light between the monad and personality as a full expression of the soul, between spirit and matter, between father and mother. It is evidence that spirit has mounted on the shoulders of matter to that high place from whence it originally came, plus the gain of experience and of full knowledge and of all that life in material form could give and all that conscious experience could confer. The Son has done his work. The task of the Savior or of the Mediator has been completed. The unity of all things is known to be a fact in consciousness, and a human spirit can say with intention and with understanding, I and my Father are one. The above is a brief and probably meaningless statement, except theoretically, but it summarizes the task which lies ahead and the work of the disciple who is in process of constructing the Antakarana. There is a close connection between the fourth initiation, the quaternary, and its evolved condition, vital body, emotional vehicle, mind, and soul, and this fourth technical stage of building consciously the rainbow bridge. You have, therefore, 1, the quaternary, the creative factor on earth; 2, the fourth initiation, that of the crucifixion; 3, the fourth technical stage of building the Antakarana. A, the Sutratma, the life thread; B, the consciousness thread; C, the creative thread itself threefold; D, the technical Antakarana, bridging between the threefold personality and the spiritual triad; 4, the 4 stages of the path of return, which are A, the stage of evolution itself; B, the stage of the probationary path; C, the stage of the path of discipleship; and D, the stage of the path of initiation. Yet it is one and the same entity which participates in and is responsible for all the differentiated aspects, steps, and stages, experimenting, experiencing, and expressing consciously in every one of these stages or modes of life until the fourth initiation. Then consciousness itself gives place to life and yet remains itself. To the above statement, add the fact that it is the fourth kingdom in nature which undergoes all that is indicated above and is conditioned by the 4 aspects of the one Sutratma. Once this is grasped, the beauty of the symbolism and the numerological relationships emerge significantly.